So definitely, we kind of talk about an origin story, right?
Right.
I love the way that you just broke that down for us, and as Devon mentioned, how that really, I think, solidified your purpose and who you are, Curt the Connector. From that moment, how did you go about finding like your tribe and your community that like, yeah, I love people, but like these are the individuals, this is the group that I really want to connect with and be able to help and serve.
Right. So, I'm going to take us on a story. Remember,
Let's
we
go.
all kind of went through high school, homeschool, whatever. You had some social interactions, right? And whenever someone has social interactions, they normally walk in. You remember that first day you get into school, you're in the auditorium, you walk in, or wherever your school was, cafeteria, and you look around and you kind of say, okay, who are the people that I identify with? Who are the people that I resonate with, either by what they wear, kind of how they're acting, what they're doing. And then you go out and you kind of go and you sit down, with people and you get to talk to them. And they may not be your first crew, and you might get up and say, okay, you know what? I met somebody else. That's more
Yeah.
my liking, but it's about, again, the origin is going back to understanding the niche, understanding who you are, why were you built, what were you put on this earth to do. A lot of times I tell people we have to go mining for gold internally first to get the gold out that we're looking for externally, because a lot of times what we what we need is inside of us. We are unwilling to dig inside first to pull that out so we can help externally, because if I don't know who I am, if I don't understand what I'm supposed to do, and we don't ever fully know, we want to get close and keep going. Because you're always learning. Your life is a great teacher. You think you have something down, cool, now it's going to give you something else if you're in a growth mindset. So, that's where branding comes in. It's like, who am I supposed to talk to? Who am I supposed to help? What story do I have that will resonate with a certain group of people? Because if you're talking to everyone, you're not talking to anyone. If you're talking to everybody in the crowd, then you're talking to no one in the crowd. And so there's a moment where you're like, this is my community. This is my tribe. And let me be the best at talking to them. And what we've learned, Jimmy, you're a part of it. What we learned, especially about branding, is I'm a big martial arts person. I grew up watching Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee said, I'm more fearful of the man that throws one punch 10,000 times than the man that throws 10,000 punches once. And so what does that mean? You have to go an inch wide and a mile deep compared to what a lot of people do, which is go a mile wide and an inch deep. There's nothing there. So figuring out who you're talking to. I'm talking to the person that needs clarity, the person that needs their mindset shifted, the person that has dealt with some doubts, procrastination, lack of belief, and I am here to say you can do it. But it's not going to be easy. It's going to be days that you're going to be tired. You're going to be upset. You're going to be mad. You're not going to believe in yourself. And the reason why I can say that is because I dealt with that. I dealt with waking up and not 100% being on. People like, oh, Curt, you're always motivated. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just disciplined enough to know that discipline shows up when motivation is lacking. When motivation is not around, your discipline kicks in. When your confidence is not there, discipline kicks in. And so the reason why I can talk to people about that and talk to people about mindset and tell you, hey, you can overcome it, is because I've been there. And so that's the tribe of people that I'm talking to, the entrepreneur that wants it all, but they need to kind of figure it out. The person that's like, hey, I got a beautiful outfit on, my hair's done, nice suit, nice dress, but I'm walking in the dark room and I don't know where I'm going. I'm the person that will come in and say, hey, okay, let's turn on the light switch. This is where you go. or, we come from the barber shop. We got a nice haircut, beards laid, you're getting ready to look at yourself. The barber says, hey, here's the mirror, and the mirror's dusty. The mirror's foggy. The mirror's cracked. I clean the mirror off, and so you really get to see who you are. You really get to figure out what you look like, but then let's put some steps in to help you. Let's put some anchor points, or let's just celebrate that you have done a lot. A lot of times people say, I don't have a story. And I like to say a surgeon cannot operate on themselves because they're too close to it. A lot of times until you say it and somebody says, well, wait a minute, that's powerful. That's powerful. You grew up in a foster care home. You overcame, homelessness. From 10 to 16, you had to believe in yourself and you had to fend for yourself and do all this. That's a story because there are people out there that can resonate with that. But what did that teach you? Oh, it taught you about resiliency. It taught you about being able to critically think, figure things out, problem solve. Okay, you can teach that because you went through that. You lived that. And at times, tell your story.